Yes, people, here we are back in the net podcast. Arsenal Crystal Palace review. Yeah, he's not looking pleased. Rich is not looking pleased. But listen, I had to get him on. I need a proper Palace perspective. As I just said to him pre-recording, listen, they always intrigue me, Palace. There's something about them I just really want to know about. But before all that, into the game. Anyway, before that, Rich, how are you, first of all? How are you?
That's a loaded question right now, I won't even lie, brother. First and foremost, thanks for the invite on. All in all, I'm personal life, I'm good. Palace related, we're a mess, but we'll get into it. Trust me, there's a lot to dissect.
Yeah. Right, yeah, listen, 5-0 win. Bruv, I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect you lot to beat us. I knew Alicia was out for a while. I thought we'd do all right. But yeah, 5-0. I don't think it's one of them games where we played the best. I don't think. Like, you gave up the last two goals. Let's be honest. Like, Martinelli, 3-0 would have been a just scoreline. But I don't know what you thought, man. Like, it was just a mere game, innit? Like, 5-0, cool. You move.
Yeah, I mean, you lot didn't have to come out and get one. Realistically, we posed next to no threat. I think we may have had like a 5-minute spell, in the first half, and that was probably it. The issue for us is starting off with our lineup is very defensive. Now, granted, listen, we're not coming to the Emirates expecting anything, but when you look at your recent results, teams, even though they may not have played one, you may have maybe missed a lot of chances. They gave it a go.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
we didn't. And it was easy pickings. The moment we saw the lineup, we're like, we're playing 5 at the back with like 6 to 8 defensive-minded players on the pitch anyway. So our only actual attacking outlets are Eze and Mateta. You can't have a team with just 2 attacking outlets because when you get the ball, you're struggling. So it was a matter of a case where obviously Roy just wanted to hold out as long as he could, and then maybe potentially nick something later on. But when you concede after 10 minutes, then your game plan's out the window.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can't come. I'm sorry, I don't care how bad your team is, what division you're playing in. You can't go into any sort of game thinking, let's just hold out.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And it looked like that. And Gabriel said, I think you could kind of see the change straight away. You saw the Palace heads after that one. Obviously, it happened again, the Henderson own goal. And I think you can expand on this more. I look at the Palace and you said the lineup. I think I looked at your tweet actually before it, and I was like, yeah, it's going to be one of them ones. And up top, Schlupp, Mateta, Eze. I'm sorry. Bro, I'm sorry. Bro, do you know what? I'm not going to lie. Like, when I look at Mateta, let's start with him first of all. I just think there's no concern. Like, it might get you that goal, the rounded goal, at home or something. But I just look and I think it doesn't really bring much. Schlupp.
You know what? I think yesterday he ruffled Saliba a bit. He ruffled Gabriel a bit. Like
a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit here and there. But the issue with that is when he then needs to pass it to someone, the only actual option is Eze.
Yeah.
So if we actually had attacking intent, maybe we could have created a few chances from that on another day and maybe had a bit of luck. But you expected my man to hold it up for 5-6 seconds of like, okay, where's Ebbs? Because he's the only one that can even get. He might be the only one that passes me back the ball.
Yeah,
what I mean? So,
yeah. No, you know what? And I look at again, we'll go from Meta to Schlupp. I don't see what Schlupp really brings. Like, again, I look at him and I think, because I thought he went AFCON. I genuinely thought he went AFCON.
He ain't good to represent us. I mean, we're bad as it is.
Like, cool, he's not there, so he must be playing. And he just don't do anything in it. Like, I don't think I've seen him play well since the Leicester time. When Leicester were doing well in the league and they played him in that position. That was it. You know what I mean? I haven't seen anything else. And I worry for Palace. I really, really do. I saw your post-match review that you were doing the other day. And I was like, I do see from Palace fans' point of view what you think. Like, it is concerning. As a fan, I'd be like, where's the club going? And we saw after, we'll get back into the game. By the way, people, we're going to get back to the game. Listen to really know about Palace. Yeah, I have to know. And we saw the banners as well. And I think Anderson went over to try and clap and they weren't having it. I think there are a lot of fans that are fed up now, isn't it?
We've been fed up for years. And you know what the crazy thing is? Look, everyone goes back to the Vieira days, and a lot of Arsenal fans always go back to that sort of period. Our first season under Vieira was incredible.
Yeah.
Right. Then he didn't get backed by the board second season, and even like the January in that second season didn't get backed. I think we loaned Lokonga and signed out Hamada, and that was it when we clearly needed a right back, a left back, and Vieira, there was things going on behind the scenes which kind of led to him losing his job as well. And obviously the results at the time weren't great. Granted, it was a difficult period. You bring Roy in, and even me, I'm just like, I'm not too sure about this. But Roy did a good job. And I held my hands up and I was like, Roy, you got us cooking. Those last 10 games, you got us balling out. You got us balling out. Like, so couldn't complain. I think it was like, 10 games. I'm sure we had like 6 wins, 2 draws.
Yeah.
2 defeats, something like that.
Great results.
It was good. Get to the summer, we're thinking, why are we not linked to any managers and whatnot? It's clear that our ownership is cheap, especially Steve Parish, or it's a case where our American owners are not investing. But then again, the argument is that they want more say. Parish is, even though he's only got the least share, he has final say. Yeah. So obviously, the American owners are like, should I really put money into this if I can't have a say, sort of thing? Which left us having to go back for Roy Hodgson. And if you'd known Roy Hodgson's football prior to him leaving the first time, it was crap.
Yeah.
And we've literally gone back to that. Granted, we've had injuries as well, but I don't want to use that as an excuse when our manager is refusing to play the young talent that we have. And
you guys have great young talent. I think there's one guy, by the way, I just want to say, I always see his name, but I never really see him play. Is it Ferguson? I think, because I'm a big...
No, that's... Nathan Ferguson, he's always injured.
Yeah. I'm a big FPL fan. I always go to look. I'm like, this guy's never on the field anyway. He played one game, didn't he? And he went off again. I think it was the Cup or Carabao. Exactly.
He's played one game in 1 and 20 minutes in like 3 years.
Oh, no. Do you know what it is? I look at Palace, and they're a club that no one hates Palace. You've got players that a lot of clubs are linked with, Elise, Eze. My worry for you guys is that if you lose an Eze, let's say, or it could be both if big bids come in, where do you lot go? Because then it's like, as you said, you've got good youngsters, that's fine, but you have to surround youngsters with experienced players. And I think the last good Palace team I remember, probably like Kabaya days. You might say there was a better time than that. Kabaya days. I don't know if you had that.
That was a good period for us.
You see what I'm saying? The Kabaya days. I remember that Palace one, going away to Selhurst. You were like, oh no, God. You know what I mean?
But to be fair, Vieira brought that back.
He did
in that first season as well.
Yes.
And it's just a shame that we didn't back him in building it.
Yeah. And I just want to touch on a point you mentioned before we go. Steve Parish, you said owners being cheap. So the whole Wilfred Zaha thing. He had that clause, right? 25% sell on?
We'll go to Man United, yeah.
That's why
sold him,
the Arsenal bidded and you guys don't know we want more, supposedly, because of the 20.
Yeah, so at the time we wanted 70.
Yeah, around the year.
Yeah. Which, you know what, when you deep it, he was killing it for us.
Yeah.
And you think about the amount that players were going for at that time. If Wan-Bissaka's going Man United for 50, 70 is not too mad a figure for Wilfred Zaha, Premiership proven, and he was playing well, and he was terrorising Arsenal a lot as well.
Please, don't remind me, please.
So obviously we didn't sell him off because 25% is a lot of money when you deep it, So we would have lost about 15 million on that, alone.
That's mad. Yeah, that's mad.
You then obviously went off to sign Pepe for 72.
Bro, we couldn't get the Ivory Coast when we wanted, so we're like, let's go get the other one. The one that's doing this all and gassing me up on YouTube. You know what I mean? But listen, I think he would have been fantastic at Arsenal. I think he's the type of player. Like I think you had him sometimes. You pushed him up top, just behind the striker. He was that type of player. He's a proper maverick. On his day, he's unstoppable. You know what I mean? Unstoppable player. And I think Palace do miss him. I think sometimes Eze's kind of left by himself, I feel. Like I looked yesterday at that game and Eze called he's doing it, but I think you need Eze, Elise. And I've been saying, you need a 9. Edouard, when he first come, I thought, oh, Celtic goal scorer. I wanted him at Arsenal, and he started all right. And then I'm like, nah, like Palace, just get a 9. Like, I think someone like Eddie Nketiah. I know people will laugh, but I think Eddie would be fantastic for you guys.
The thing is, in an isolated scenario, Eddie would be good for us. He runs in behind, he can hold up the ball well. He's a decent striker, but we don't have money. We don't have money.
Where is it?
I honestly don't know. I wish I could give you an answer to that. I don't know. Yes, we're trying to build this main stand, but there's something behind the scenes that is just they're keeping from the fans. It's either Parish is being too skint. It's either like I said, the American owners don't want to give him money because they can't have a say in what goes on. But they're not united. There's no united front. I don't know if you like, because I was all over Twitter after, and it wasn't even for the game. It was most of the reaction to the banner. And there was a shot where a video went out, and Parish looks over at Brighty, and it's everyone's trying to lip read it, but it looks as if he says like, "What more can I do?"
I need to watch
sort of thing. You know, I'll see if I can find it, and I'll send it to you. But if you lip read it, I think it says, "What more can I do?" We're left in turmoil from top to bottom, and you mentioned obviously Eze and Elise. Like Elise has been injured, injured up until like November, I think it was.
Yeah,
he picked up another injury. I think he may miss the Sheffield United game. He'll probably be back for Brighton away. So Elise and Eze have only played 3 games together this season.
That's insane.
That's insane, yeah. But here's my caveat to that. One, we didn't replace Wilfried Zaha, but 2, we have got players like Ahamada and França, and even David Ozo, who plays in the middle, who should be, in my personal opinion, should be either playing at least 30 to 45 minutes a game or starting.
Yeah.
Because Roy's just adamant on playing Jeffrey Schlupp and Will Hughes. Why? Will Hughes was playing in the 10.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, and so when our fans are venting, it's because of what's been happening from top to bottom. Parish is too scared to sack Roy because either Cooper's not available. I think that's an option. Potter, I mean, apparently he's been to 3 games, 3 games to watch us, including obviously the game on the weekend. But Parish is just acting cheap. He's trying to get Hodgson to hold out until the summer, then we'll get our number 1 target, whether McKenna, Cooper, Potter, Carrick, whatever it may be.
I think that's the mode you're going for, isn't it? That type of manager.
But if we wait too long, we might see championship football. I'm just saying.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because I'm kind of worried that, and I was discussing, big up my friend Alim, who'll probably be watching this. He was saying that the thing with Palace, they're neither here or there normally in the league, but this is a team this season where it's like, it's concerning. And if you lot go down with, like you're saying about the money, mate, the championship eats you up, you know? It's like a swamp.
We're not returning to the Premier League.
Oh, boy.
I'm telling you, we're not returning.
You think you'll be like Bolton, like when you just gone into League 1, League 2, and you're just around there from there?
We won't have the money, because we clearly don't have the money now. How are we going to survive in the championship? That championship is nasty.
Yeah.
It's nasty work. And don't forget, they play 46 games.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, it's a big problem.
You know what? What you're saying, again, in terms of the youngsters, I don't know many of the Palace young players, whatever, but I feel you guys need to do more of what Vincent Kompany's doing at Burnley. Like, he knows the situation in terms of, they ain't got the best team. But he knows if they go back down, you look at them, they'll probably bounce back up. And then these players would have experience in the Premier League, another year of experience in the Championship, and then obviously they'll come back again. I think with you guys, it's just, everything's old-fashioned. You know what it reminds me of? Like Moyes. I know West Ham did anything, but this player's playing, he's definitely playing. Like, you look, I'm not to be rude, Nathaniel Klein, yeah? You've like the right backs. I don't know if you've seen the video. I will send that to you if you haven't seen it as well, where there's a guy talking about how you guys rotated right backs. You had Klein, Ward, I can't remember who else was the other right back. And he just brought them back. He literally just brought them back after years. It's like, in 15 years, it's been the same right backs. It's like, seriously?
Joe Ward and Nathaniel Klein in 2024. What can I say?
You know, I feel so bad. So, by the way, guys, this was supposed to be a review, but we're just going on Palace. We're talking about Palace, but it's worrying, and I do think you guys will really struggle to come back. I don't want to see it, but as you said, I didn't even know you guys had American owners. I thought it was just Steve Parish because I remember Jordan had it, and obviously Parish took over.
Yeah.
They've got something good going here, with the Wolves Zaha money. Maybe they might do this and they might do that, but really,
there wasn't Wolf Saha money. He went on a free.
Yeah, exactly. After all of that. Oh, mate. I don't know. Everyone's going to think like it's like a bullying session. Like, stop bullying.
I'm treating this as therapy.
It is very concerning. And, seeing as we're in the January transfer window, you don't see anyone coming. But what do you think Palace would...
We're not signing no one.
See, I don't even want to ask the question about what do Palace need.
All right. Striker, left winger, left back and right back.
And if you ain't got money, how are you going to afford that?
Like we're linked to Munoz from Genk, a right back, and I think we're even like being cheaper. It's 10 million, and I think we're even being cheaper about that. This is the dire straits we're in.
But then the problem is, you talk about McKenna, you talk about, I think as well, if their managers come in, they're going to accept that they're on them tight purse strings, isn't it? Like Cooper. But Potter, I don't know if Potter will do that though. I can see McKenna, because he's going from Ipswich up to Palace, is a good move for him. I couldn't see Potter agreeing to that, even though he's been going to the game.
I think that the only thing that would allow him to do that is if he's got like a massive package. What? Nev? Turn the light back on, sweetheart.
Hey, do you know what? Turn the lights out like Palace season. You know what? Just
literally
lights out.
I know they're watching a movie and all of that, but like you not see that here, like. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's going to be a problem. We'll probably sign someone on deadline day.
Deadline, yeah. Okay, and
it won't be enough.
Yeah, and in terms of like, what's your next game? What's your next league game?
Sheffield United at home Tuesday week, so the 30th.
That is the one. That's the one. That's the one.
It's a make or break game.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, no draw, none of that. Win has to win.
Yeah.
You 100%. Guys go to win that, then I'm very worried for you lot. Very, very.
Hodgson will be. I think he'll be sacked.
It's sad, though, man.
No. I'm not doing that. No.
Okay,
he should have been gone a long time. He shouldn't have signed this year.
He should have come back.
Yeah, he shouldn't have come back. And then we gave him a chance. And since the Forest away at home, where we drew 0-0. Since then, I was like, yeah, this guy's done out here.
Okay, do you know what? Let's finish with this positive because it feels like we're just down in the dumps with Palace, whatever. But listen, what manager you want to see come in? How can you see this changing? If you were in charge, you're Steve Parish. They say to you, you know what? Sort this, please, Rich. Like, what are you gonna do?
Sack right now. No, but if it was a summer thing, see, the summer opens up more options. And this is why I understand why Parish is trying to hold out. But like I said, it will mean nothing if we end up in the championship. Because then it could be like Lopetegui, Potter, McKenna, Carrick, Cooper. There's more names.
Yeah.
I would go first choice Potter, second choice Lopetegui. But those are going to be difficult to acquire. The most easiest option, I think personally, who will, unless they get promoted, I'll go McKenna. And at least then he's got a decent baseline because I expect the likes of Eze Elise to go. Maybe even Gay and Anderson might be going to check the core, but either way, just promote the academy lot and just there'll still be some experience there. And just promote the academy and then just say, listen, just play your game.
Yeah.
The only way they're going to get experience is by actually playing.
I like the way you said that in terms of youngsters as well, because I feel like Palace is one of them teams. Like, I don't think fans mind losing games. It's the way you lose. And if you've got young players coming through, and I've always been like, I love seeing academy players come through. Emil Smith, Saka. I know Martinelli, we bought him, but seeing a young player anyway. Eddie Nketiah. There's something about it. You lose a game, you go, do you know what? These boys, man, they've got something. And I feel that's what Palace is. You know what I mean? When you're playing the same 11 all the time, these old experienced ones, and you're not winning, you're a bit like, okay, see what I mean? Bring the youngsters. Franca, you got, was it last season you bought Franca as well?
This season.
Yeah, this season you bought him.
Yeah.
What's going on? You know what I mean? He's just stuck in his ways.
It's just not playing him, not giving him any chances. And then slandering them when they come on and maybe make a mistake or they don't change the scoreline. Well, I mean, a goal or two down, and you're telling me, do you know what he said yesterday after yesterday's game?
So what did he say? Let me hear it.
It's like maybe I should have stuck to my guns and tried to preserve the 3-0 lead, but like people want to see players like Francis Hamada and Ozil come on. And when they came on, we conceded 2 goals. No, did we not concede those extra 2 goals when you brought in Tompkins? Don't do that.
Okay, there we go. That there. How is he? Oh God, you guys are a joke.
Yes.
Tompkins, you know.
Yes.
Tompkins.
Simply.
You know what? Yeah, you need to rip it up. Klein. Okay, and Ward is still there, right?
Ward, Klein, Tompkins.
What about the because it was McCarthy. McCarthy went.
So MacArthur, James MacArthur retired after last season.
Okay.
McCarthy left a couple of seasons ago.
Okay, so yeah, I just remember that bad tackle he did and how he got away with it. But we're not going to get into that. That's for another day.
Don't be tie. Don't do a tie. Don't do that. He should have been sent off. He should have been.
No, listen. You know what? Like we could have gone into the game, but as I said, it's one of them games as an Arsenal. But okay, I want to know from your point of view before we wrap this up. Are you with what you saw of Arsenal? Was it one of them where you're like, just expected?
There's nothing I can take from that game. There's literally nothing you can. I don't know if even any Arsenal fans can take any. The plus side is obviously Martinelli getting 2 goals and getting back into a little bit of confidence from that. There is literally zero you can take from that game as an Arsenal fan. We offered nothing. We didn't challenge you in any way, shape, or form. It was effectively a training match.
Yeah. That's, you know what? Fair point. And I was saying this, a lot of Arsenal fans are thinking I'm just being so down about it. And I was like, the fact is, it wasn't a 5-0 where we smashed you guys off the park. You guys gave us obviously some goals and I just cool clean sheet. But I can't really, you know what I mean? I can't really say much to it. Listen, I'm not going to go on because people are going to be like, in the comments, bro, I feel like you're bullying him, man.
This ain't, like I said, this is fair. This is not bullying. This is not bullying. And funny enough, like I'm literally going to be doing a reaction straight after this anyway. So, yeah.
No, listen, you know what? I'm going to lie. It's been good talking to you about Palace. As I said, I've wanted to know, and for a long time, I've always been like, what's their plan? When the season starts, what do they aim for? You know what I mean? Like, it's always the same one every season.
Look, I think there's a bit of a break next week. I don't think any teams are playing next week, unless it's the cup.
Yeah.
Let's do this again, and I can give you a proper breakdown. Let's hook something up next week.
Yeah. People, you hear that?
This is a bit. I think this is a bit rushed. You need to know the intricacies of this. Like it's deep problems.
Right. You know what? People, you heard him. Yeah, this was just a little wrap up of the Arsenal Palace game. I need to know a bit about Palace. It was the banners. The banners got me thinking. I thought I need to know what you think about Roy and everything going on there. I'm going to delve into it. But listen, Rich, thanks for coming on, my bro. I really appreciate it. We're definitely going to touch base, get on with it. Listen, guys, check him out, man. Eagle-EyedFootball. And you're doing AFCON stuff as well, innit, at the moment as well. Guys, go check him out.
So more so with obviously Pros Only Sports is like the home of AFCON. Like he's been channeling that all the time. So I'm just supporting him with that and obviously watching Ghana just do nonsense. See, look at that. I can't get any break. Palace, nonsense. Ghana, nonsense. What's the point?
That's how we trip out the week after next. Ghana, Peru, Palace doing their thing. Who knows? It could be different. But listen, guys, make sure you're following Rich, man. Subscribe to all that. Like Palace reviews, everything. Big things coming, man. And obviously with me, BoTNPodcast, you know where I'm at, guys. Check me out. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I'm all about. You'll see me. You're going to get fed up with me soon. But anyway, listen, Rich, it's been a pleasure. Love having you on, yeah?